mix of facts and spicy sides.
From breaking headlines to backroom whispers.
All served hot and fresh. Hello there, I'm Paolo del Rosario, standing in for Monique Tuzon.
I'm Ferdi Salvador, glad to have you with us.
And I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish. First of all, thank you for our coffee fix today.
Yes.
I'm loving it.
Caffeinated. Thank you, Zeus. Every day we're caffeinated. That's why
Keeping
we're like,
us alive and awake.
I'm done with it.
You
That's
drank
how
it.
quickly we went through it.
Yeah.
And of
So,
course, yeah.
oh my gosh, a lot of things happening today, Mai.
Yes, Secretary Vince Dizon is at the second day of the Philippine Business Conference Expo, and he has an appeal to the private sector. If you remember, there was a call from the business community, a resounding call for transparency, a resolution to the flood control corruption scandal.
Yes, and more projects were actually flagged recently. If I'm not mistaken, there are literally dozens of duplicate projects. There were more projects that have been flagged as ghost projects or projects that have been incompleted, but then it says completed. So there's still so much to go through.
Yes, and going back to that call from Secretary Dizon, he's calling on the private sector for help in the reforms that he wants to implement in the department.
Yes.
Yeah, but he went on his budget presentation the other day at the Senate, and they were chiding him for looking a little tired.
Oh.
That poor guy. Who wouldn't be tired if he had that job, right? You'd be tired too. But, wow. We saw a viral video.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and this is, again, road rage. What's going on, folks?
Yeah, you know what? We've actually seen a show cause order as well coming from the LTO for the driver. And of course, what happened was, if you haven't seen the video...
Yeah, I hope we can run the video.
Yeah, if we can run it eventually. The driver stepped out and then... confronted another driver with a gun and asking for his license.
Yes, and the first time I saw that, I was like thinking, who the hell is this driver demanding for license?
First time from Mai.
Like, first of all, he has no right to ask for a license. And you know what? The door of the driver was open and he was punching the driver.
He forcibly opened the door, according to the video, and he even represented himself as a lawyer.
Yes. But, you know, at that point, even if you were a lawyer, you are a lawyer, let's just put it this way, even mga guard sa mga exclusive subdivisions, they're not allowed to get your driver's license.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you are an attorney.
Yes, we hope to hear from the LTO about action against this driver.
Yes, no matter what happened, no citizen has a right to do that.
Yes.
That is assault.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, and there's grave threats because he said that he's going to shoot
and he has
him.
a gun.
He had a gun. Yeah. Let's see if he's got a permit to carry and all that jazz. But more good news today. We have the Tweety De Leon-Gonzalez
The one
live
and only.
today.
And I'm wearing one of her designs.
Yes.
Her necklace.
We're so happy because, you know, one of the Philippines' most beautiful faces.
Oh,
yes, and the supermodel of the 90s.
Super talented.
Yes, and now she's into jewelry.
Bag maker,
I was starstruck by her aura.
Diba?
When she walked in, grabe.
The green room,
it's fantastic. Hindi ka makupas.
Yeah, and I said to her, she looks the same.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. I asked for the secret serum.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for that conversation.
Yes.
But of course, later on, we'll also have a bit of sports news. Later on, Carlos Yulo
Kaloy!
back in action, right? He has a little wrist injury, but it doesn't matter because this guy qualifies for the floor exercise and the vault final at the Artistic World Gymnastics World Championships. With an injury.
Wow.
So
Kaloy.
wrist, could you imagine that for a gymnast?
Kaloy, I'm
Kaloy,
sending my
congrats.
love to you. Good. I hope to see you soon. And you should come on the show. We've been asking you to come.
Looking forward to that and those stories and more coming up next. But first, the headlines. In today's headlines, plunder charges filed. Former Senator Antonio Trillanes takes to the ombudsman his fight against Senator Bongo and former President Rodrigo Duterte. A call for help. Public Works Secretary Vince Dizon asking for the private sector to join him in his crusade to help reform the controversial department. In sports, onwards and upwards, Filipino tennis star Alex Ayala soars to a career best number 53 in the WTA rankings. And from runway star to design maven, style icon Tweety De Leon-Gonzalez joins us live later to talk about what's keeping her busy these days. In today's top story, former Senator Antonio Trillanes files a plunder complaint against former President Rodrigo Duterte and Senator Bongo before the Ombudsman. Trillanes alleges Duterte and Go abused their positions to funnel nearly 7 billion pesos in government infrastructure projects to CLTG Builders, which is owned by Go's father, and Alfredo Builders, owned by his brother. Stay tuned to BNC for more details on this story. The Public Works Department is making a sales pitch of reforms to the business community as the country demands for accountability in the flood control scandal. Paolo Barcelon joins us live for day 2 of the Philippine Business Conference and Expo. Hi, Paolo. What can you tell us?
Good afternoon, Mai. Public Works Secretary Vince Dizon met with several key business leaders and members of the private sector here at the 51st Philippine Business Conference and Expo this morning. And that's a day after he asked lawmakers for help. He is now asking the private sector to do the same after a day after he asked that thing from senators and other lawmakers. Dizon says reforms are already being done to weed out corruption in the agency and stressed the need for the business community to also be watchdogs.
Wala tayong sisinuin, wala tayong sasantuin. Kahit sino pa. Those were the exact words of the President himself. Ikalawa po, kailangan po mabalik ang pera ng mga kababayan natin. Ang pera nating lahat, kailangan po maibalik.
Dizon also says civil forfeiture proceedings are also being considered to seize properties allegedly bought using stolen flood control funds.
Hindi po kriminal ang kasong yan. Yan po ay civil case lang at makonti lang pong ebidensya makukuha na po natin at masusubasta na po natin ang mga properties ng lahat ng mga nagnakaw na to.
My Secretary Dizon immediately left the PBCE this morning because he's catching up on meetings and field work that he missed due to yesterday's Senate budget hearing. Back to you, Mai.
Paulo, what kinds of forfeiture can be done if the government decides to file civil instead of criminal cases?
Well, there's two options, Mai. First is levy. So if a levy is applied during a civil forfeiture case, the property will be seized for the payment of a judicial obligation. That being said, that means, for example, the government decides to file a civil forfeiture case against one of the contractors or whoever is involved in the flood control scheme. The government can avail of a levy to get that property. And if it's an attachment, one of the two options, it's the same, but it can be it's the same sanction. The government can try to seize the property, but that can happen rather. It can be applied before or after the judgment. Mai.
Thank you, Paolo Barcelon, reporting to us live from Pasay City. The Senate today tackled the budget of the Justice Department, but the discussions also focused on the highly controversial witnesses in the flood control scandal. Our Hannah T is reporting on the phone for this. Hannah, what's happening?
My tension rose between Senator Rodante Marcoleta and officials of the Department of Justice over the issue of restitution as a requirement for state witnesses. The exchange came as Marcoleta questioned why the DOJ seemed to be imposing conditions not found in law, including the return of allegedly ill-gotten funds by applicants like the Discaya couple. OIC Secretary Frederick Vida defended the position of former Secretary Boying Remulla, saying that restitution is being studied as part of the agreement between the state and witnesses. Marcoleta argued that the witness protection program is meant to protect and encourage cooperation amid the flood control scandal, not add new requirements that are not provided under the law. It was Marcoleta who recommended the Discaya couple into the Witness Protection Program after implicating 17 congressmen when he was Blue Ribbon Committee chair. But then Secretary Remulla believed it is only right to have them restitute alleged ill-gotten wealth first, to which Senate President Tito Soto agreed. They both denied the request of Marcoleta. DOJ Undersecretary Jesse Andres clarified that under Section 5 of the law, witnesses may be required to comply with legal obligations and civil judgments. But Marcoleta insisted that this is not the same as restitution.
We are saying that legal obligations is defined under
You
the
cannot,
law.
you cannot
And legal
even,
obligations includes
cannot
unjust
use,
enrichment.
your opinion will even matter here. That's your opinion. Ang pinag-uusapan natin is the requisite of law.
The exchange turned sharper as the senator questioned how much restitution would be required, who would determine it, and what legal basis would apply. In the same hearing, the DOJ presented its 2026 proposed budget of 43.6 billion and highlighted its increased case disposition rate of 99% in 2024, the highest in years. DOJ also reported lower case backlogs and a higher prosecution success rate compared to previous years. But Marcoleta said ordinary Filipinos must feel the impact of these achievements, not just hear about statistics. The DOJ says reforms such as higher evidence thresholds, lower bail for indigent accused, and massive record review at the Bureau of Corrections are designed to make the justice system fairer and more accessible. Mai?
Hannah, so how's the exchange now? What is the update as well on the Discayas?
The DOJ is advised to reflect on the statement and exchange between Marcoleta and some DOJ officials saying baka daw pwedeng maikonsidera nga itong request ng mga Discaya on their application as state witnesses. But we can recall no na umatras na sa investigasyon itong Discayas on the Independent Commission for Infrastructure, and gustong i-disclose ni Marcoleta sa DOJ kung ano ba dapat yung amount ng restitution na sinasabi, pero hindi nagkaroon ng chance itong DOJ para makapag-explain. Kaya naman sinasabi na lang ni Acting Secretary Vida na ongoing pa rin naman daw yung assessment, hindi lang dun sa application for state witness ng mga ng mag-asawang Curly and Sara Discaya, but to other applicants as well. That includes some former DPWH engineers and some contractors. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you, Hannah T. reporting. The Commission on Elections will soon be releasing the names of those linked to possible illegal campaign donations. On BNC's At the Forefront, COMELEC Chairman George Garcia said after conducting a motu proprio investigation on the 2022 elections, they uncovered at least 55 contractors who gave contributions to political parties, candidates, or party list groups. Garcia added they are working with the DPWH to determine whether the 55 are public works contractors. Under the Omnibus Election Code, those with existing contracts with the government cannot give donations or contributions to candidates, political parties, and party lists.
Are you going to release that list po at
Yes,
some
ma'am.
point? Yung mga
Definitely.
contractors and kanino dinonate?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, Attorney Carrie, we're going to release the list after the confirmation by the DPWH, because it's really so unfair at this point. We realize that to release immediately the names of these contractors, of course, the corresponding candidates who received the donation, simply because bakit namin i-release kung ang confirmation pala ni DP, hindi naman pala nangungontrata sa gobyerno.
Garcia said what compelled the COMELEC to launch a probe was the admission by Lawrence Lubiano that he gave 30 million pesos as a campaign donation to Senator Cheese Escudero during the 2022 elections. Several groups of farmers and activists took to the streets of Manila today denouncing corruption in government projects. The protest, held in time for Peasant Month, called for accountability and justice for rural communities. Andrea Salve is on the line for more. Andrea, go ahead.
Various groups led by farmers are now here before the gates of Malacanang to condemn widespread corruption, marking the celebration of Peasant Month. Demonstrators initially assembled at Liwasang Bonifacio, where a program was held before marching toward Mendiola under the theme Farmers and Citizens and Corruption and Oppression. Among the participating organizations were Kilusang Magbubukid ng Pilipinas, Health Alliance for Democracy, Kilusang Bayan kontra Kurakot, along with various sectoral groups. At around 6 in the morning, a caravan of farmers departed from the Department of Agrarian Reform in Quezon City, heading to the protest site in Manila. Their primary demand is the conduct of a thorough, impartial, and independent investigation into allegedly defective, substandard, and ghost projects, particularly those involving flood control and farm-to-market roads. KMP leader Danilo Ramos, in an interview, called for the accountability of all those involved in the anomalies, from high-ranking officials to favored contractors. Today's demonstration is part of a series of ongoing protest actions designed to keep public attention on the issue and seek justice for affected communities. An effigy previously featured by Bilyonaryo was also present. It depicted President Bongbong Marcos as a giant rat caught in a trap, surrounded by 4 smaller rats representing Vice President Sara Duterte, other cronies, oligarchs, and political heirs. The groups plan to destroy the effigy as part of today's program. Mai.
Andrea, following the September 21 riot, did you observe any changes in terms of security measures enforced by the Manila Police?
The Manila Police established additional layers of barriers outside the Malacanang gates. MPD spokesperson Philip Ines says their deployment remains the same, with enough personnel ensuring that today's protest remains peaceful. Based on their estimate, more or less 600 demonstrators are present today. Mai.
Andrea Salve reporting. Thank you. An accredited lawyer of the International Criminal Court says proceedings for former President Rodrigo Duterte's case may already resume next year. Lawyer Joel Butuyan tells BNC's On Point this will happen if the ICC will eventually find Duterte still fit to stand trial. The court earlier ordered a medical examination on FPRRD through a panel of experts. They are expected to submit a report by the end of this month, and the defense and prosecution are expected to comment on it. Regarding possible scenarios, Butuyan admits that if the court finds Duterte unfit for trial, the case will eventually be dismissed, paving the way for the former president to go back home.
Normally, Pinky, a finding of medical unfitness is reviewed every 6 months, no? So in the normal course of things in the ICC, it's not a permanent finding of unfitness, no? It's usually reviewed every 6 months, no? Unless the findings of the independent experts, and as confirmed, if the ICC judges are convinced that the unfitness is permanent and incurable, and that it will worsen in time, considering the age of Mr. Duterte, there could be, no? In the range of possibilities, there could be a finding that it's going to be a permanent adjournment. Kumbaga, parang dismissal na rin yun.
Opo. So, if
but it did not happen.
The Philippine Coast Guard is building its first ever general hospital and first responder facility, a major step towards strengthening its disaster response and healthcare services for personnel. Let's get the details live from Lyja Bonzo. Hi, Lyja, go ahead.
The Philippine Coast Guard held a joint groundbreaking ceremony for the very first PCG General Hospital and the Coast Guard First Responder and Nursing Service Facility in Taguig. The symbolical program was led by PCG Commandant Admiral Ronnie Gavan.
The hospital is covered by a legislation. A law was passed for the Coast Guard to establish its own general hospital. The first responders building is an inherent requirement of the Coast Guard.
Gavan added that these facilities are inherent requirements of the Coast Guard as they are involved in disaster response. The two health facilities will be implemented by the PCG and are expected to be completed in 3 years. Mai.
Elijah, who can avail or can be accommodated in these facilities?
Mai, according to PCG spokesperson Noemi Kayabyab, all PCG personnel and retirees, including their immediate families, can be accommodated by these health facilities free of charge. Mai.
Magkano ang budget, Elijah, at sino ang contractors dito?
According to Admiral Gavan, the approved budget for the contract is 1.1 billion pesos. But the contractors bidded for around 700 million pesos only. JZ Inc. will be the contractor of PCG General Hospital and F. Guerrea for the first responder and nursing service facility. PCG said that the public can be assured that these government projects will be constructed in the most efficient way. Mai.
All right, on the line from Taguig, thank you, Elijah Bonzo. Malacanang denies rumors about Finance Secretary Ralph Recto's resignation. Presidential Communications Secretary Dave Gomez called out a post by actor Edu Manzano on X. Manzano claimed that Monetary Board member Walter Wasmer and former GSIS Director Emmanuel Samson were lined up to replace Recto, who was among those who submitted courtesy resignations last May following the president's call for a government reset. However, President Marcos rejected Recto's resignation. President Marcos led the launch of the Toll Collection System Interoperability Project in Calamba, Laguna. Also present in today's launch are Ultra Bilyonaryo Ramon Ang and Manuel V. Pangilinan. The project streamlines the current RFID registration system, allowing motorists to keep either their Easy Trip or Auto Sweep sticker. Private vehicles or individual accounts will be prioritized for the initial implementation, while corporate or fleet accounts will follow next year.
Simula ngayon, iisang RFID sticker na lang ang kailangan para sa mga toll expressway natin sa buong Luzon. Malinaw ang layunin nito, mapabilis ang daloy ng trapiko sa mga toll gate. At totoo naman, malaki ang tulong nito. Ngunit hindi natin may kaila ang nagdudulot din ng dalawang RFID systems na kalituhan.
The Land Transportation Office issues a show cause order against a driver involved in a supposed road rage incident in Biñan, Laguna. The LTO directs Axel Argel Sioson Adaya to appear before the Intelligence and Investigation Division of the agency on Wednesday, that's tomorrow, October 22 at 2 p.m. This is to explain his side on why he should not face charges of reckless driving and obstruction of justice, among others, after an altercation with another motorist. Adaya allegedly chased, blocked, and pointed a gun on Patrick Santiago de Leon on October 16 at 10 a.m. following a vehicular accident. Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy begins a 5-year prison sentence for conspiring to raise campaign funds from Libya. This marks the first time since World War II that a French leader is sent to jail. Sarkozy was found guilty of working with aides to secure millions from Muammar Gaddafi for his 2007 campaign. He denies wrongdoing and has appealed. Before reporting to jail, Sarkozy said he would keep his head held high and plans to bring with him a copy of The Count of Monte Cristo, the story of a man unjustly imprisoned.
On sports, Filipino gymnastics king Carlos Yulo doing what he does best on the world stage. The Olympic double gold medalist has qualified for both the floor exercise and vault finals at the 2025 Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Jakarta, Indonesia. Yulo now advances to the floor final on October 24, while the vault final takes place on October 25th. The Gymnastics Association of the Philippines confirms Kaloy will skip the upcoming Southeast Asian Games in December. This after host country Thailand limited athletes to just one apparatus final per individual event. Meanwhile, let's get into the swing of things because there's nowhere to go but up for Filipino tennis star Alex Ayala. The Rafa Nadal Academy graduate reached a career best number 53 in the latest WTA rankings. Now she inches closer to the elusive top 50. Ayala is looking to bounce back at the Guangzhou Open in China after a first-round exit in the Japan Open. She begins her campaign in round 1 against Claire Liu of the US later on today.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in the city, and one mall just lit up the season in the brightest way possible. Here's a look at how SM Aura welcomed the holidays with music, magic, and a whole lot of Christmas cheer.
In just a little over 2 months, it's going to be that special time of the year. And what best way to usher that in? Of course, a tree lighting ceremony over here at SM Aura. Let's go check out how the festivities of the Yuletide season gets ushered in.
SM Aura transformed into a festive wonderland as families and visitors gathered to witness the grand lighting of its iconic Christmas centerpiece, a spectacle that marked the start of the mall's holiday celebrations.
It's the most festive time of the year here in SM Super Malls. John San Agustin, thank you so much for inviting us. This is the first of 89 malls.
Yes, actually, this is the grand launch of the SM Super Malls Christmas 2025. And we're going to be doing it within the next week and a half, particularly across 88 more malls. It's really a classic Christmas and something that we'd like to, as you can see, the colors are really the red, the greens, and the gold. You know? We wanted to really go back from previous years where we did Filipino Christmases, and now we're doing a very classic Christmas. And you can see ribbons all over the country, particularly. A lot of people come to the SM Super Malls to enjoy because it's really for the families, for the children, and we have so many activities really for everyone.
Adding even more sparkle to the night was a powerful vocal performance by Christine Aliado, fresh from the Bodyguard musical, whose rendition captivated the audience and filled the air with the spirit of Christmas.
Tonight, we are in.
The show continued with Miss Universe Philippines, Michelle D, and actress Rian Ramos as they surprised the crowd with a glamorous performance of Santa Baby, bringing flair and excitement to the stage. With music, magic, and a touch of elegance, SM Aura officially ushers in the Christmas season, reminding everyone that the holiday truly shines brighter when celebrated together.
The Christmas season has truly started here in SM Aura, and this is the first of 88 Christmas lighting ceremonies around the country. And so, that being said, that is a wrap for me here at SM Aura. Merry Christmas!
I love it, Ferdi. Up next, from runway icon to design maven, Tweety De Leon-Gonzalez has defined style for years. She joins us here to talk about life, legacy, and what keeps her inspired. The Daily Dish will be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching The Daily Dish. You know, some people just never seem to age or go out of style. And our guest today proves that timeless isn't just about looks, it's about how you live.
totally agree. From model to designer to mom of four, she's done it all. In heels, probably. Welcome to the Daily Dish, the only Tweety De Leon-Gonzalez.
Lovely to see you.
Guys, you know, ageless, timeless, done it all, still doing everything excellently.
You.
Thank you for having
But
me.
I am amazed, mom of four and also doing it all.
With that waistline.
No.
Yes.
That's unfair.
Wow.
I know how to cheat. Just angle.
No, you don't need to angle. Tweety is, you are a very hands-on mom.
Okay, yes, I would say I'd like to be, but I know when to keep my hands off too.
Okay.
I think I do, yeah.
Okay, because like for example, we were just chatting earlier, and your daughter just moved abroad to do her further studies.
Yes.
And you made mention. Sorry, I'm gonna say this on national television, but you cried.
Yeah, I did cry heavily. It was the first time that we had a trip together as mother and daughter, just the two of us. So we had quite a bit of bonding. And when it came to having to leave back for home, I was having a hard time. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be the first time we'll be separated.
Did you cry on the plane also?
Yes. I did cry from that point we left each other until the plane.
That was the time you were hands off.
Yes.
Like you're allowing her to study abroad.
Yeah.
How was that discussion that she wants to pursue this?
Are you preparing yourself?
Well, it was something that she's always dreamed of doing. So it was at the back of our heads until the opportunity came. And still it was like, oh, these are the plans, so we'll go through the whole motion. But, you know, faced with the situation of having to be separated physically, although, you know, technology allows you to be in touch every day, every minute. It was very new to me, so it made me sad as a mom, but happy for her, sad for myself.
Yes, but okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about being a mom is super cool and you do it well, but let's talk about you naman. You started modeling at 14.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I was still in my early years in high school, and I had...
You were barely high school, Tweety.
Yeah, that was right. Because I didn't know what I was going to get into. I just said, okay, when somebody asked, can I take your photos? And I didn't know what he was going to do with those photos.
And this was the cover, the preview, very first cover girl of Preview magazine.
Yeah.
No, but she was at this was not at 14. She's the first preview. She's the first cover of Preview, and then she was honored 30 years later. But at 14, she got discovered, and then you did runways.
No, I was doing editorial first before I did runway. Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel more at home with shoots than runway, although I do love runway.
Do you remember what the shoot was like, your very first, as a cover girl?
Yes, of course. My first cover, I think 12.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. I was so young.
I'm already 35 and I don't have a cover yet. Mai, what's happening?
No, I didn't know what I was doing. To have said yes to do a cover, and that was a bridal cover.
Wow.
But yeah, you know, this is part of the experience. I learned from it. Of course, you make mistakes, many mistakes. Not that that was a mistake, but you learn along the way. As I always tell my kids, experience is the best
You
teacher.
mentioned mistakes. What was your favorite mistake?
That
question.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh,
that's a good question when you were modeling.
That's a hard question. Well, I don't know.
Maybe the biggest lesson na lang that you learned.
You know, I was a model at the time when modeling was not quite professional as it is now. So we had movements to professionalize the modeling industry.
Which
So-
you instigated as well, no? Yung
I
mga-
didn't really instigate it. I was part of the second generation. There were others who conceptualized and,
The PMA.
gave birth.
Was it PMA?
Yes.
To
And
the
also to
Professional
protect
Models
the
Association of the
models.
Philippines. Primarily, it's for that. And then to provide professional service to all our clients. So,
That sounded...
oh nga! See, there's a mistake.
That's your favorite mistake.
No, yes.
I'm teasing you. But you know what, Mai? Tweety broke the mold in the
Yeah,
modeling
that's
world
true.
because people were very used to the fair skin type of model. And then comes in, busts open the doors with this morena beauty.
Yeah, proud to be morena.
Correct.
I am.
How did
I'm
you
proud
feel about that? Did you feel like there was a difference, or you're like, I'm just doing my job?
I'm just doing my job. And I've always accepted what my skin color was. I never thought of it as a disadvantage or an advantage. It is what it is. So when it comes to modeling projects, I know that there will be projects that I won't land, will never land, because I am not the preferred
Did you
talent.
have a project that you wanted to do, but you did not land? And what's the name of the designer? Let's
No. Runway is free for all. They like all sorts, size, color. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But there are advertising campaigns that really require someone who's fair-skinned or more international looking than I was. And I was okay.
No,
I was
but
always
you
okay
were
with
the
that.
face of many commercials
Super.
also. Yeah.
Well, I was fortunate to have landed special projects.
Yes, I mean, how
Yeah.
does it feel like to be walking all over Intramuros and Manila in a towel?
Oh, don't believe in this. Towel on my head, maybe.
I always tease her that, sweetie, paano yung nakatuwa
What
walking all
commercial
over
was
the...
this?
Henna
Was it
de
commercial?
Henna de
Ah,
Pravia.
Yes, the Henna de Pravia.
Yeah, that was a big campaign.
You're also most famous for Okay Ka Fairy Ko,
Yes.
remember?
Yeah, and I'm
Si
thrilled
Ate
that
Faye.
Yeah, Ate
just
Faye.
today alone.
How do you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this.
Any memorable experience from that time of your
Oh
life?
my God,
Yeah.
that's a lot. That's a lot. I was supposed to try it for 2 months. Okay, I was a very hesitant participant in the show because I was very much involved in my modeling career.
Correct.
And it would take away from my time in my career as a model. But okay, so I gave in, and then I'll try for 2 months.
But wait,
then,
save it.
Oh.
I wanna dig in deeper with this, okay?
Okay.
But before that, we're gonna take a quick break.
Okay.
Okay, Kaka-Ferry, because Ate Faye still with us.
Yes. After the break, Tweety will talk to us through her creative world, her favorite designs, and what keeps her passion alive. And yes, she takes on our
Rapid
fire
yes,
challenge.
But we're gonna dig in deeper with her career. You have to do it.
Okay. Welcome back to the Daily Dish. We've seen her shine in front of the camera, and now she takes us behind the scenes of her other great love, design.
We are back with Tweety De Leon-Gonzalez, and we'll talk about her creative life through TDLG, how her pieces come to life and the stories stitched into every collection. Although we were getting excited with our conversation a while ago with your showbiz career.
Yeah.
But this is, okay, this now gives life to Mai and myself. Forget the showbiz career, okay?
The designs are here. I hope we can show them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Beautiful
Tweety,
pieces.
walk us through how you started with TDLG.
It really started from my love of working with my hands. I think I'm good with my hands. I I can try to do anything, even electronics. I can
Wow.
tinker with, I can take it apart
That's
and put it
impressive.
back.
Electronics.
Electrician ka na pala ngayon.
Pwede.
Okay, you guys didn't know that electrician na po
Hindi naman
si
electrician,
Tweety
but
DeLeon-Gonzalez.
I can put it back together.
Okay.
So, I experimented with play materials for jewelry. I had a book, and I was just following instructions. And then, eventually, I got confident with my skill, and I started using more precious materials, precious stones, semi-precious stones, better quality materials, and I've also dabbled into bags.
I love
and
it.
somehow
Look at
home
this.
accessories. So
Look
I
at
love
this.
using wood.
Yeah.
I've
noticed, yes.
Yeah.
I love the aesthetic also. Describe to us what makes it distinctly Tweety De Leon-Gonzalez.
I think it's the mixture of wood with color.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of color at all. As you can see, it's a way to elevate your style. I mean, we can always be neutral with our
Yes.
outfits, but then we can have fun with whatever accessories or jewelry
Yes,
we
and
may
she
have.
created this for me. It's called the Ferdi bag.
She's going to inscribe your initials
Yeah,
there.
this-
Yes, I forced her to
Yeah.
doing it. She cannot say no on live television. That's why.
I
show
don't
it,
say no
Ferdi.
to Ferdi. This has a strap
Camera
that you
one.
can
Yes.
remove.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can use it as a
Oh,
clutch.
yes, that's what I've been looking for, the
or-
strap.
There's another one. You
Okay,
can buy
yes,
this one,
yes,
Mai.
yes. And
These
now this
are
is starting
all-
to be my favorite also, like the combination of blue, orange.
Yeah, I have
and
another
yellow.
version with a different combination, which is green, orange, and purple.
Yeah. How long ago did you start this?
You know, that's probably close to 25 years because I started when my kids were toddlers. I was just watching them sleep the whole day, and I said, I gotta
do
better
something.
Yeah, you
use
gotta
of
do
my
something.
time.
Yes.
I was so used to working for so long before I started my family, and I said, okay, let me do something while they're sleeping.
Yes. Okay,
And
tell
this
me,
is-
okay, because Mai is wearing one of your pieces.
Yes.
What's the inspiration of this particular piece?
This is my version of the Philippine tambourine necklace. If you're familiar, it's a traditional, it's a heritage type of jewelry. And I used colored stones and satin ribbon to modernize it and make it more playful and more. It's adjustable in length. You can wear it long. You can wear it short. So it's very easy to use. That's how I like
Yes.
to
It's
dress
certainly
up.
modern, no? And then also the use of stones and the wood together and fabric. Where do you draw your inspiration from for the materials? As
You
well?
know, the stones alone inspire me. It's when I see what materials are available to me, then that's when my vision starts. I kind of like trained my eyes and my brain to put together something that would eventually become a collection. I see a set of stones, I know what to do with that. That's what happens to me. I mean, that's how it starts my inspiration. Inspiration can be picked up anywhere, from kids, from dirt, from
Anything.
furniture, from anything, from our conversations, from your feelings, from what you taste, what you hear.
What's surprising is I've asked Tweety, how much some of her pieces range, and I was pleasantly surprised because I would expect it to be, at the ultra luxury level price point, right? But when you told me that folks, it's really like this one is super affordable. Like I was like, no, Tweety, is that in dollars?
I wish, but
wow, ang galing. What bug is this?
that's the langaw.
It's the okay, guys.
That's the,
The humble
langaw. It's
fly.
a-
The humble langaw is
Okay.
now social. It's now langaw.
Langaw, yeah. I'd like to make it reasonable so more people can enjoy. I mean, nothing gives me more pleasure than seeing people wear it, enjoy it, and get excited about owning a piece of TDLG
Tweety.
jewelry.
But like for example, your collar, your necklace, I find it So elegant. You can wear it with anything.
With anything.
Day or night.
Yeah,
Any-
casual
What
or
material is
dressy.
that made from?
I'm sorry.
The necklace.
This
what
is made
material?
of angelite and coral stones.
Oh, coral.
My aesthetic really is something that looks classic in silhouette, but there's always a punch somewhere.
Yes.
A
But
little
it's-
bit of a tickle.
It's lifing for me right now. It's super lifing. Like, I would seriously I would expect, elegant ladies of Manila to be wearing your necklace. 'Cause
Thank
it's
you.
Yeah.
so
Thank you.
beautiful.
I will certainly
Thank
take a
you.
page for you because we always wear black
Yeah.
and it needs a pop of color. I will do the same.
I think we should buy the whole
Yes,
collection right
yes.
now. But, Tweety, here we are at our favorite part of the day.
Yikes! Okay, let
No,
me sit
no.
up straight.
Rapid fire.
Are you ready for us?
Not really, but let's go.
This is what we call rapid fire. So we
Okay.
ask a few questions and then you tell us what the
Comes
first
to
thing
mind,
that-
yeah,
Exactly.
Yes.
So Mai's
Let's
gonna
go.
start.
Heels or flats?
Heels,
Gold or silver?
gold,
First thing you do when you wake up.
brush my teeth.
Okay, thank you, Lord.
Some people don't first.
Qué horror!
Oh, that should
I
be
mean, they
first
do other
thing.
things first.
Yes.
They have their coffee first.
Yes.
Yeah, anyway.
Go-to outfit when you're in a rush.
This.
Black.
No, I mean.
Social naman.
No. I mean, yeah, easy to put.
Yeah.
Easy to put together stuff like stretch pants and sweater.
The ladies out there are taking notes, I'm telling you right
Yes,
now.
please.
Your
yeah.
favorite piece that you've ever designed, even just for yourself.
Oh, my bags.
This one.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
bags, yeah.
I love using my bags because it comes. Sorry, it's quick fire.
No, it's okay, sorry, go.
Explain fine, no, because my bags are usually born out of my need. Oh, I don't have anything to wear for this outfit. Let me put something together. That's how it comes to life.
That's the inspiration
Yeah,
pala.
yeah.
The
I
need.
need.
Okay, one item you think every woman should have in their wardrobe.
A jacket. A black.
Oh, a jacket.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm
well-fitting
taking
jacket.
notes.
Okay.
Last 3 questions. What's one fashion trend you'd love to bring back?
Oh God,
Don't
they're
say
all
acid
coming
wash.
back.
Yeah, not acid
No
wash.
chance, no chance.
Not flared
I-
pants, no.
No flare pants, I love.
Oh, you love
What?
flare pants.
No, I'm thinking decades. I
Shoulder
think maybe 60s are
Okay,
fun.
okay.
Yeah. 60s are
Retro,
fun. Yeah.
retro.
If you could serve
Mod.
Mod.
Yeah. If you could serve a daily dish, what would it be?
Adobo.
Adobo.
Adobo
okay.
we all love.
I love
Okay,
this- I
the
love this.
Bilyonaryo dream. If you had #1 billion pesos, what will you do with it?
Share.
I love
I
it.
love her Miss Universe answer. But
Share
what's the
with
real
me.
answer?
Share.
Share pa
Share
rin?
pa din.
There's nothing but, yeah.
She has a giving heart, which we should all have.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Tweety, for giving us all of this. All right, Tweety.
That is a wrap of our chat with the lovely, the fabulous Tweety De Leon-Gonzalez. Thank you so much for joining us
Thank you
here.
so much for having me. I had a lot of fun with you guys.
Well, you know what? It's not going to be the first and the last because I'm sure you're going to be back here on the show talking about your style. Thank you, and we, of course, we want you back.
Thank you. I'll be back.
All right. More stories coming up. The Daily Dish will be right back. Stay with us. The country's fashion scene just reached a new milestone with the launch of its first ever Manila Fashion Week. I had the chance to cover the event and see how it's putting Filipino creativity in the global spotlight. Here's what went down.
It is the inauguration of Manila Fashion Week here at BGC, and we're going to be covering the shows for you from designers like Andrea Tatanco, Chris Nick, Victor, and of course newbies like Inigo, and a lot more. We're going to go cover them, check it out, and see what they've got to offer Manila's fashion scene. Manila once again takes the spotlight as Manila Fashion Week 2025 wraps up for a spectacular 4 days of creativity, craftsmanship, and cultural pride.
From established names to emerging voices, this year's collections reflected the evolving story of Filipino style, one that is confident, modern, and deeply rooted in identity. DBTK, Oxygen, Randolph, and Vina Romero, designers that presented their collections alongside a stellar roster including Alia Tetanco, that opened the week with elegance and structure, capturing quiet strength in every silhouette. Chris Nick brought sharp tailoring and refined glamour, modern, daring, and distinctly his own. His collection shined even brighter with celebrity muses Rian Ramos, Max Collins, Kylene Alcantara, Celeste Cortezi, and Chi Filomeno stealing the spotlight. Victor brought bold artistry and edge, while Inigo Villegas closed the night with a refreshing statement full of texture, movement, and youthful energy. His collection refined, effortless sophistication, highlighted by Miss Universe Philippines Michelle D as his muse. Each designer brought their own distinct aesthetic and point of view to the runway. Each presentation carried a voice, but together they spoke of one voice to showcase Filipino design on a global stage. I am with one of the proponents of Manila Fashion Week, Mr. John Lozano. John, this is amazing because it's inaugural. When did you guys decide to mount Manila Fashion Week?
You know, it's always been a dream of mine to have our own Fashion Week. I mean, of course, we've had Fashion Weeks before, but I feel like it's time for us to have a fresh start.
Okay.
I feel, and it's always been a dream of mine. But really, it materialized after last year, after the last BYS Fashion Week, which of course paved the way for all of this.
But they've always been successful, so why change it up or why do a different branding?
I think we wanted to open it up to more supporters. You know, it was a great run for BYS, but I think it's time that other companies and other supporters get to be part of the magic that is Manila Fashion Week.
We've been here for 4 days and 4 amazing days. How did you choose the designers?
So the entire team behind Manila Fashion Week, we all deliberate and talk about who we feel truly represent the Filipino global brand. We try to get designers that are not just designers, but individuals that think of themselves as brands. So it's designers that create bags, that create shoes, and we try to choose designers that have a unique point of view, a unique voice. So there's a lot of factors, a lot of elements that come into play when you choose the designers, but ultimately we chose really the best ones we feel can represent the Philippines.
Are we gonna expect 2 seasons per year from Manila Fashion Week?
Honestly, that's a dream, but it really depends on the amount of support that we will get.
Well, I'm sure with John Lozano, he will get that support.
I hope so. That's the goal. That's a goal. But yeah, right now, once a year is okay.
All right, we are going to enjoy the next show. Thank you very much for
so
this,
much.
and we are proud of you. This year proved that Filipino fashion is not only thriving, it's leading. A celebration of heritage, innovation, and heart. As the lights dim and the applause fades, one truth remains. Filipino fashion does not just follow trends, it sets them. And that concludes the 4 days of the inaugural Manila Fashion Week. Hopefully you guys saw beautiful and creative pieces, and let's go support local fashion. This is Ferdi Salvador for The Daily Dish.
Ferdi was so perfect for that. We had to send our most beautiful person to cover some of the most beautiful people here in the country. All right, so of course,
Looking good, Ferdi.
I was so oily. Paolo was telling me about what angle I should do, and I appreciate it. Okay, he said it's gonna make you look thinner. And I agree. Okay, anyway.
Congrats, Manila Fashion Week.
Who do we have tomorrow, Pao?
So tomorrow on The Daily Dish, celebrity photographer Shaira Luna will join us live at 12 noon. We'll talk about her rise from child prodigy to shooting the stars. Catch that interview only here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
And how many days till Christmas? Let's please
Bring it up.
flash it.
65
days until Christmas. That's it for us today, Monday or Tuesday, October 21. Join us again tomorrow for more Real Talk.
A lot of spilled tea.
With zero filter. I'm Paolo del Rosario in for Monique Tuzon.
I'm Ferdi Salvador, always on top with the news and stories that matter most.
Thanks for making us your lunchtime companion. I'm Mai Rodriguez. That's The Daily Dish served.
Woo-hoo!
bandera.